Yamaka Babimba Orient Television, so meeting at the Ajua, Ahinua, into the butterfly show, Papa. So I remember what Kasawati Abra say now, why relate to well with life. Show our bams when here in aha and a war into new if you no aim free as if you didn't cost on the original television the next 1 hour. Now you didn't come with more there. And we are here to encourage the same way they entertain you, they educate you. And that's up they did chum. What I say? Inti encha ye hono enko jabo for Kratomra ba madam me guest na na me topic no so me dia tuja na ye de nkomo na hyehyɛ so na kyese no ana inti encha ye hono. Mwakwa Bimba original television so I hired the butterfly show. Meeting at the Ajua Ahinewa in straight to the point, and there me were guest me, same gender. And then come a balanced gender, but I say, me man is someone send me break a butterfly show. Then I said, it's you name man, and the member Nebekasa, and my assume. Na yenti di omo emaye no enti me inside benkum so Sammy unto so her original television host of Amanyosem I buy Amanyosem na just say ne young conquer there or how to talk about
build the country no
when I build the country no
Ghana is being built by politicians.
Oh, I see. But you're not a politician.
I do politics. I'm a politician. I don't do partisan politics.
Oh, but do you have any political ambition?
No. No.
Yes. Me one question maybe it's very personal, but by the end of the conversation,
sure. Ask anything.
Maybe that's a question exactly. And see that is Sammy Hunter and then I am a guest, and then or see what make politics and what I say. We are coming to discuss lifestyle. And that topic is always here, baby. And the other side, see a Dessy fade in the star boy. I also a star boy. Ochumbu costume film. Also a star boy. Say a star boy. Now why should need to cross? Then they say, then they tell me, then they just now. I'm fun of fool, mommy. That's all. Star boy, I'm afraid. I say that's about fun. The short beside. Yeah, Dessy is so just so I never be on Metro TV. Star make a star boy. I say what I say. Come you just a rock star. Dessy channel. Just say. Hey, Ghana had entertainment style, but no, I back up. No one is if I say no. That's it.
Ajwa, me that's be brave.
And they are ready.
Hey, me chama wa hanti.
Why are ready, pa?
Also from the country.
Hey, you mechi, omo build here na mu.
Omo entertainment business you. They be omo and the industry, no, and the government has to give us the needed attention. Government has to make some investment. When footballers are talking, almost government and also put in the necessary environment to make sure say we be creating jobs.
Politicians.
Now come around, you never be politician now. So.
So the funny and the beautiful thing that today we're not discussing politics, we're discussing lifestyle. I can't lecture. You're discussing lifestyle. You're topic certain boundaries, workplace boundaries. You can say workplace boundaries. I think we've discussed personal boundaries before on this show, where we educated our fans and our viewers. Say you can say personal boundaries. Say as a human being, as a person, even if you don't set those boundaries, because people should be governed by principles. Internet no na free personal no about workplace boundaries. In same be na ko say your new memu hey say your personal boundaries, say your work bound. Just like be everything at the office because that's what I said. Dessy comes to work around 5 a.m. and leaves the workplace around 9 p.m. sometimes. Yes. So even when it comes to personal boundaries, Grandpa, it falls under the work boundaries because it looks like he's always spending most of his time, So when it comes to the work boundaries, setting work boundaries, a very, very broad topic, because one said so boundaries no right. And that is the discussion we are going to have. I hope so by the end of the discussion, we'll be a free because men are mostly real. Unlike and on bedada nene no bia me ro bia hye wo hase ne bedi nkomo na hu se de besi agavani abra bona na se besi akra ye ho e wo ye djuma mu nti mama de na se be to be na mo ye real so let's adjubi beka se yenyi yasum yenyi ye bi so na yenti omo. So extremely me left to honto. You can say boundaries, setting boundaries. As you're saying.
Very simple. To say what's if ye. Na watcha friends wo etwa ho ahia. Friends wo na watwa ho ahia no kire say. Enye obi an betima ba fie at any given time. Though watcha friends wo na ye wo gate da ho de pa betima afa mu aba.
Yeah.
Se nipa ne peso wura mu a at least also no okay. Na wo bie no, na wo receive no. Anasa wo ya awa se nipa no kra ba fie ho no. Se nipa no eskeli wo no a ubebu ni so a cromfo anasa a criminal because you were not expecting that person to
come in.
And the boundaries nyina na say ti say wo ye wa adwuma mu. Wo mo a no mo ye adwuma. Wo adwuma wura wa fefo a no mo ye adwuma. Ekwan a mo betimi ni wa fa so edin kita ho aye adwuma ho so okay. Saa de we metimi abisa nipa no so betumi aye. Ana metimi aye saa de we amasa nipa no. Saa de we mintumi nye. Metimi demand saa de we afri asimesi ho. Mintimin demand saa de we mfa free nipa asimesi ho. That's the boundaries. And to say nipa ni nimwa sometimes obetimi abo awram to say obi a wa scale fence wall area of fear without knowing say it's against your rules and as ethics.
Well, the explanation he gave me to our office, it's a general office. Do you think people should set boundaries in that room? Because the general officer, near officer Chichim,
yes,
so
fence just to create a scenario for you to know. Say the boundary is say yes, you unite one community no remwa who here access biya and gated community. Yeah. But uba be drew before be remi fear no. There's a fence wall. Even if there's no fence wall, before I be ram them, there's a door. What it means is say, yes, you are welcome, but in any time, and I'll be to me abemu. And I never be asking be to me here without my consent. That's what I mean. To say about officer, yes, you buy a newsroom, original Metro TV newsroom. Your doors of papa. Make rather me from marketplace. Oba obia when a juma oye. So we call HR. Yenye wo newsroom ho nyina no obia apply for this job but ubeko obia specialty is different. You will be a visuals editor, you be edit sound, will be a cameraman, will be also a reporter, will be a news reader, will be a floor manager, will be our nejuma. So how do you know say at this particular time meetman demand help and as meetman demand responsibility and I say Juma Fresimes was a be said more. You must first know. Say ni panende uko bisana no. Obetumi aye. And no tin over how ye say Juma no. Ti say me visuals editor. And ti say reporter kofa story ba. I'm not expecting that reporter to come and demand say menye editing farmer when menye visuals editor. But I did apply for this job as a visuals editor. Maybe a beer ye wo ho no na metimi ahwe obi esuasua ne kakra basic
but so say me to wasia this is mainly job description.
Yeah.
And job description and workplace boundaries are two different things.
They are not because the boundary is not only between you and your employer. One man no mo ye adwuma and so see one na most often no mo ye adwuma your colleagues dodo na po ne mo violate yen boundaries because your colleague at an office it me you say you feel disrespected and I say it's like it's trying to invade your privacy or trying to ask you things that you're not supposed to do.
Very said this question we say into with what Hunter is saying and who here say a set workplace boundaries. Is it so important?
And yeah dear obe to say send your kind of only nipadom na ye adwuma nti oba na no afre obia one after the other send am it into me yes also send am it so you tell everybody no but send ya only omo edin kita ho no ne send ya wo ye ho sa space ho no ebe kire obi say oh okay nipa ye on pese nipa ye din tebia migirigidi no me mfa nko ne so ana we o gidi intimi no betumi edi sa agro we so it is not say obefobi agina one after the other and say bacho me mpe rough na me pese obedi me ho fell and all of these things but senya mudin kita hono that's how you need to say
there are people who are not smart
and
among
before
us.
you approach somebody with that no say at least who study ni pano so okay say ni pano or to say
but there are people who are not smart they can't really
and
know
some of them they are smart enough they know but
what about those who don't know
out of in fact more money money sometimes any pani ni mo you can tell the person okay politely so oba to say newsroom ye doso to say quiet maybe I will see but unu obi e very close esin obi and nipa na ni ye close no one way or the other no the person may know you more than obi a on that and get closer to you and maybe why you don't expect that person especially if anybody be closer to you commodity more team chose me say dey we dey mempe and obi timi ya ade bi that's why ade any person me see dey wanya ade because who feel say you wrong na so be yes ade we actually be na me feel say you wrong I'm not expecting you I mean no have this conversation say you do that
thing to you
until when you do that thing to me I feel say you know what I don't want but you just want to make you want
what are some of the workplace boundaries violations
person me be so Sammy and Sana maba question so you na your school no yen so
on na school
but
obi o adwuma enye school kra adwuma bi
even say yen school kra utifie efie unim nia o ma me pe nia papa empe unim dia o brother ba ko epe nia sister ba ko no
say dey moja nti e den
but it is still boundaries because your siblings be a unim say rough be a on fan ko you can have
a brother wey on person me kwase yourself
you no be 3 bi wo unim say we betumi na dia grow we betumi in this agro no so as you grow wo nyini no woni amanfo edi nkita ho no e say e ba ho so say and young kwana otiasasi so you work with a lot of people woni amanfo edi nkita ho bebre nti ese otumi everyday nkofo
timi ka say on pagro ne kotena kwaye mu because ho no bi ani ho so far as woni ni party dey say o say otimi pagro
but at the end say we all have different kind of behavioral traits into one kind of phlegmatic we say mechanic phlegmatic ne obiani sooner the buying so you can obetumi akọ to a certain level but some explanation the boundary is say obetumi aba but bibi besiu kwan bibi wo ho a osi akwan you need to stop at that level.
I'm getting confused. So please, let's pick a classical example of something. So what are some of the workplace boundary violations? Now you say let me that create a scenario for the OTF and so actually because me I'm confused myself.
So me tell say if I American I mean
Oforiata. I can't
use
na say can work na higher back up.
Na me level so far nti if say more young ko be a friend Ken me Ken to me dia grow bia say obi ahun ye pontu ka say we mu dia sa sanya me ni dia grow no say wo ti achi na say ohun ni say
ne Ken pa grow
sanya Dessy Ken de bia yi de and also to meeting baby every time say na be bom tiko Abraham ni wo ani sa that should and yeah they say see it is one of the things I know a good demo and also when it comes to
friend of physical boundaries
and you ban adwuma mu a like adwuma na ye no onim say say o ye no say this is how maybe me ya ma de oni me aye adwuma into say ohun but ebia na you are overdoing that and I say you are coming short of that ebia won ye and I say wo ye do too much there's supposed to be a certain boundary that you understand me say this is not how I want it to be done.
What if how you want it to be done is not the best?
Shadio, na me mame so. Oba to say Ignite Media. Your mom ba no pa. Your mom ba wia. O mom ba no pa ne pon wia. No mom ba wia no apon anado.
I say onkofo bi o so mom pon kra.
Ye no obi a ha won pon.
Obi to say Desmond, no ba homache no afia na.
O ye de na opon. Adwuma obi no ye adwuma 24/7. E wa ha say. Okay. Oba your department ahodo bebre. Your technical department, your news department, your programming, your entertainment, you will be okay. Ebi a wo ba anopa. waba adwuma 8 ana waba adwuma 4 say 2 o'clock or say wopon okay me ba wia 2 o'clock me pon 11 my baby do adwuma 2 o'clock sabe ne bi afi na wo bepon then maybe you open your mouth hey what the time I open bia na wo di ba adwuma why time I wo di ba adwuma ya eye wa cross boundary
unye HR unye na wo se o catch me say my management man my bantem
very good unye HR when you don't know time I was reported to work because per the labor law I'm supposed to work 8 hours by media we work more than that and it's a wo ba adwuma 2 o'clock 2 o'clock which are 8 so I'm about 2 o'clock now I'm point 11 I've worked for how many hours 9 hours and wo ba no pana me ma no pano and just say you are hard worker and now say me ba betina from awia ekwakusi anajo 11 na sabre wada no
and just say you kasa tree which say we are crossing the boundaries
we cross boundary because enya wo wasede eno no eye HR asede maybe
what if HR is sleeping on the job
maybe I work under a superior authority most superior e be report to the department me mention na say so no nim time me de ba adwuma any what I'm supposed to do when I'm in the office na so where's that time no me ni ho no mu a he or she has that right to query me why mama and as man ba adwuma mpo or that right to query me why am man ba adwuma but say we am ni the same level me report it to you say mama adwuma maybe say friends I obetimi afre me but no when be one who me I didn't know I want adwuma maybe in front of everybody you ask me that question you are crossing the line because I don't report to you.
Did you agree with him?
I could agree with him.
I could.
Yeah, I could in a sense. What he's saying is true, but say me no any say young kufana you cannot. You cannot come and tell me what I should be doing. That's what I say. It needs to be.
No, you don't have to be friends to be corrected.
I understand. I understand perfectly. But sometimes maybe a winning situation, you know. Now you just jump and just say anything. See, obet me baby, you are not even well. Maybe I want him say me I be beaten more quite so like
one who me office. Maybe what my number. One friend will care to you say me send message crab me say
no I will try to group pages so say huntam bedjuma.
Now after a day or 2 a week, let me bedjuma and then you who me hey with your own pay that open our bed.
Crossing the boundaries.
Across it.
It is such thing the case study in any. How do you communicate response to the person I don't feel offended?
Okay, you come in first.
I know you senior American can say only a month for you need to read in Crawford. So to me, reading people and how they are, because after a week, 2 weeks, 1 month, you of interacting with Obino, who send any pani soon in the pint. Me say no, me a very. You be saying said I'm family home. That's what I say. So maybe what you may say to me, no. Me senior man why okay be such na. It will be very different.
But one thing they say family home, na finipa no. From there, no cross say. No, if everyone say who will handle every at now desk,
that is one of the issues. Say, family like. People tend to look down on that
and take advantage of you
and abuse you and also like maybe all young Kobe about personal stuff. Talk about personal stuff to the person. Then the next moment you hear the personal stuff. That is a break of trust and boundary now. Only the punish. That is why you just want it to be between you and the person. But now akwati obe before and a boundary now anchor. That's information. Information. I could do baby. That is another break of it. For those of us, you just have to read people and know how people are. Say who nipane say nipane person. Charlie, this guy. You need to check. You bet me the better for BCA. You need to say akwayo ni India gra. It be cool. This guy, men koni bebre sa this guy dey oka think crowd
obey discipline.
So that is it. I say you ready so that you know who
and
who you need to play with.
So say ebia ahene wa maka che honto ofime soko. So afime soko na meka choma also boy dey efu. Maybe because of how I said it.
Very good. It depends the relationship that one honto ntem.
Yeah.
Okay. Ebia me no was ade no. Mo ba adwuma mu a o develop a relationship maybe colleague bia it goes beyond so your colleague. Yeah. With me actually financially you can ask that person to borrow you money. Yeah. But office no bia na with me ebisano. Yeah. It's because of the vibe a war we need pan intem. Ubetimi na di nkomo bia outside office cry your personal relationship, your sex life, or your finances, or anything you can discuss with that person. And to say, "Pan be closer to you." Sabe, abe who say uhuni pan, tu uhuni say your colleague be you, uhuni say like unyonko be. And to say boys as how good you know. But to say obi a uni nisa. Do say mushia office, me na juma back. You good morning, hey Charlie, good night, see you tomorrow. We need pani nisa. Now say all of a sudden be a little conversation be and shut for crying panu to me you say word be you feel disrespected because who say yes who need nisa. It's a certain boundary. You say you are setting that boundary to protect yourself from harm. Because so be word ebet me cause say emotional damage to yourself.
Emotional.
Yes, damage because obi wo ho no mo when him na juma obetumi aye when him strength and any weakness. When you try to break somebody's boundary by trying to know the weakness in that person, you are causing emotional damage to that person.
That's how we are emotional.
Yes, we would person many people who say it's like I can do this, you can't do this.
That's how we are emotional. We violate boundaries.
No.
It looks like you are talking from your heart. Like, why you're so emotional?
No, it's no,
but I think, sir, I know that one of the things are.
What
across it happen.
Now, same makoto media na midi. Na Dessy free from the sabetum. While crossing the boundaries.
Yes,
it depends the relationship you have with the person.
Me no unisa. Me to me ban family sabetu aduani.
It is our boundaries so you see away.
Boundaries need something different, no. And found only a jumam. Boundaries is everywhere. It's in them. In your relationship, your sex life, your school life, everything.
Family.
Because say the OTB and even your partner only need to feel, you know. At a point you feel like you need, I'm talking about be a worry.
And if I want to say example.
Yeah, we jere and now macro no motive, you know. Sometimes you feel like say you need some kind of little privacy be. And ye be biano be to me aye e even obakra na anytime be na we expecting is obe bambi on you when we share them and also you don't even expect your sex partner say be when you are in the washroom unexpected.
They don't mean say say boundaries no yan just
obi an ne dey
maybe a hot and pressure be fat taste I say then so
let me finish and boundary no tie nyo obi a
we are educating people so if you say that it's a sometimes the boundaries that you think no
partner no
sometimes you might think you are setting a boundary but it might go all the way to harm you so we should washroom my partner my ho
ebi mo fanisa
hey wait there no nya
na me use me ankasa as example me when I'm naked me alone crying in the room I'm naked me ferry I can't go completely naked and stand in front
of mirror
yourself and watch myself.
Then you have inferiority complex.
No inferiority complex.
Because even sometimes and this is going to be a topic we are going to treat. I think Felinina is bringing some new hate to be, and I like the song because of the lyrics. Nipe bia wa jarieri ne kana wo ti ahwehwe nim na wo sra that moment no. And yes try na hade. Dessy you also try they say wa wo hwe me. So wo jari wie na abre na wo jari na bia wo yi uta wo bi egu ho. Na wo ti nkuntare wo ho no.
I know. Yes, the point I'm trying to make.
But sometimes it helps. You see, there are so many things that we do with things. And maybe sana metie, maybe say you, but na because this workplace boundaries are here. We were officer. Obi wa ignite media he owi ade ofe yambo no so ba be wi bia me de saa na meti ene engine to man but don't you think that what you think is your personal boundaries no a problem our partner what you say saa na what here
me cite that example nipa bia no ahenewa it doesn't matter how much I like you or love you as wife as girlfriend. I can never be like you. Same, I'm not expecting you to
be like
me.
I was so baby Janet Janet na baby Janet Janet na say yeah, na your break now. People are allowed to see the behind the scenes. Such as say, how you Dessy? How can you tell me say if they are sex position on myself partner pen I won't penny like yo if it will not kill you like yo. So now to sexual harassment. Even if you will call it sexual harassment, that's why I brought men on this show today. Say in front they say, I know this particular guy. A friend of his Mike. Who obeso hagel.
Yeah.
Who obeso so mu.
Yeah.
Who also obeso or do who di agro.
So me meow.
Like. Ono beti na kase. Unim no.
Maybe sir.
Me say a friend of his Mike. Offer. Ono bia e no offer say. Who wa obeso me meow. Obeso mfa undi agro like sa not here. And my hair who say enye say bia o so mu feelings so. But opposite
naturally onchrophobia sano motie so ye be makrampo no
opposite so mu
obi okro no dinku wa be so
otachill
your onchrophobia sa any obi said they will kan onchrophobia no mo so sociable to the extent say they can hug anybody obeti no ahia conversation no be have kra no obi ni mo be kase munni
mo de da
yes any obi also so I know hi now mo kono baby. But said you yeah, your bar hug is harmless. But how any pan be see a hug? Maybe how normal hug is.
So you see someone can way to choke. That be can say sexual position be a own pair partner panel. It was a one pet. But hug is harmless.
Hug say harmless unless it is unsolicited.
It goes beyond normal hug.
So what is demonstrate the normal hug? Let me see.
Obiet to me hug normal one. but where you
Dessy,
take it,
I want you and Sammy to show me the normal hug.
Pentecostal hug.
I want just so we.
I understand. But
on the butterfly,
remember, I don't just get a hug.
You
see.
No, I don't
you see.
But you see, people have different feelings of their bodies and how it makes them feel.
Exactly.
So if someone like your friend you are talking about, this is your friend that I don't know, where's Mike?
Yeah.
They are talking about likes,
likes,
hugging people, and maybe say the three feelings be or yet a bako mienu na sa na sa wani jinwa na na sa be how you be catch say Mike Porto
yeah man
hugging me sir.
Now first on you offended.
No, you because I remember body. One about be hugging me, so I can tell you to hug me or not.
And minimum be so and the feelings one assume. And there are some people or nobody who come so then no ko assume no can say me go assume.
So
at the end of the day, you realize who be can say much me now, so you are arousing something.
Sometimes nipa na ono yes ade no wa we receive no how you react. Ebe kire say enye niam nyina na you have to open your mouth to give a verbal communication to communicate your feelings. Okay. Me pese me hage ahenewa.
I didn't grant also hugging me in the first place.
A normal thing. So we can no kutu Bible. One kutu Bible. Say Bible sisi emfa mfia no nchia ho. say Bible mu any Bible and it means so a Christian na me Christian say me share me name fia no according to Bible but ye ba na physical settings and we sit here na okay I want to hug Ahenewa though Ahenewa try to resist you say nipa na hug go but to say enye ni mo I should be smart enough to know say Ahenewa empesa me pese me saw Ahenewa and sada me need to take through yeah walk downstairs my who say Ahenewa training sir what it means I'm not supposed to do that and once I will be resisting no what's any communication to the person say
will come running because this one is a communication
yes what's any communication to the person say no this one yeah we can't do that what about hugging me Pentecostal hug is okay, it's harmless. But who hug me, no, you as you squeeze me, what shall say caress me back. Now, it's like you might hug, not I go beyond a normal hug.
No, like
and you're bad. So by complimenting me, so the perfume I'm wearing is nice.
Yeah. And I say, yes.
Oh, Charlie, you have nice,
that kind of thing.
But it depends. When that person, will get it closer, is trying to whisper something into your ears. Oh, Charlie, you are looking sexy. You are looking sexy. That one, it goes beyond normal compliment. Compliment office will be at the Emma War. Oh, I know what you are looking nice. They say they be for the most sexiest. I say it in front of everyone. But when I get closer to you, and try to whisper.
But I am in person. I also means me in control.
They be a mechanic was you see,
because I won't power.
Yes. So there are people naturally how to even respond to pulses. No, they are very difficult.
That's how to me catching the panel. If you don't like anything about my
example, says no ma. Me bibi. Now when I win me and I am a boss with you, now me I to say like I'm looking up to you. Now that's when me dia grow be me to start ground me who cross all boundaries. That means me can sure say that's how you dey me pay because and ejuma one thing because I am a boss be me.
That's how to me.
Really? Let's be realistic.
I am being you see, saying I make kind of these things happen. But if you do not like it, pen said thing, you should be able to say it.
And you should have a nice way of saying it.
Well, usually it's about the responses.
Unless the person try to forcefully have his way.
Illegal.
And I don't get over to a team going to whatever that it may be. But there's always a nice way of approaching things. And I am one of those people that between say it's not always about. I say to me, yeah, things calmly and sort things out. Inti, you find say, boss be, my man can't bear my cry. Maybe I may bear my say, may I am you in America, my son, maybe I bear.
I'm saying, what
be war. Na, yeka hagi asemia, maybe another madam could be, they be all hagi, also sabe, na kuja sorry, to me in casa madam jai. And those kind of things. We also do suffer that, but there needs to be a way.
Men really do suffer that.
Oh, but people say I make an any feelings.
Yes, do you have that? Have you had that?
Oh no, I don't have that. Say me hugging.
And yes, say hugging, because say in a case will be violating boundaries.
Oh,
sexually,
like
not
around that.
Really, but let's say work sexually, everything like.
No, I mean if it's about sexually, but no, not exactly.
Be frank.
Oh no, I'm being frank. If it's about
crossing the boundaries.
It's about physical India.
No, I mean.
It's as simple as that.
To say sexual harassment and I say sexual bandobig over a company like Ignite Media. For the company ethics explicit. I just say it doesn't matter if anybody is superior. That person has no right to force his way to have his way through you. Every year you be training, and then in 3 days, yes, I be training by sexual harassment. And it's anybody your boss. Now you're a lady. Now say maybe because of your superior and into no per se or you soon authority. Now a form of kind of blackmail. At the blackmail anywhere. The company policy no, it favor you than him. Yeah. And when you report that person, already the company policy are provided appropriate channels. Me report that person, no even here. Maybe you don't even need to catch your manager and I say a board chairman and I say channel manager. Ignite just one group of company, Ignite Media. We have department that you can report that. Be protected because at the end of the day, that manager and any bottom sika ne tuya. A company ni tuya waka, any tuya on soka, and the company is there to protect you and that manager. And if that manager choose to violate on one casan ethics, wa sign say me be ye adwuma Ignite Media company policy nie ma get to say me go contrary to that I submit myself to the punishment or the discipline authorities. You have to report. But say the worker to say sexually. To say me who ahenewa. The most sexiest Sremame, then you know as sometimes because oh give me 360, then he gave me 360. There's nothing,
I do that.
There's nothing. Where is and say I be a me violate because penny say said your nas anya we ya nya fire. And I say I see who 3 4 so.
Minimo bia o catch on so I look sexy crowd who is what did not tell me. Minimo bia on take that things kindly with you.
Sure.
If you see her and it's I say
sure.
Also you can say I'm looking nice. You can't tell me I'm looking sexy.
Nti hono na nipa ne say to me catch and say please.
I don't give me
that same sex you know so catch you be and you must know the person. Exactly. And once you know say nipa na mpe no emfa no.
True.
But nipa ne pa obi on ma wo kan sa no a you know boosting confidence.
What place boundaries in situations where you've asked me to come to work at 8? I come to work at 8 and close at 5. Na one mama ye adwuma ma antimi ampon 5 no. Now we expect me say me ampon 8. Me try to talk back say bia oh but say was say me ampon 5 aya asem and I said bia me ba mitimi 8 to 8. Na me ba ye no me feel say me sorry ko na me huna mu nya me fine. Me ba be say 10 12 na me ampon 8. Then a manager has a problem. Do you think employers in Ghana and beyond take the mental and emotional stress of their employees serious? Do they do that?
I can say generally that's not the case. They don't take they don't serious. But over to say Ignite Media.
Why Ignite Media? Because the conversation goes beyond Ignite Media.
It goes beyond. It goes beyond. But me use Ignite Media. Now me there set example.
Okay.
Last week. One of our cameramen, I say, or bear Juma or year Juma for like 12 to 14 hours. What the 2 group platforms so? Quick, and HR boss say no, that is unacceptable.
That is unacceptable. No, me personally miss our question. You see, sometimes I always say that this is a national television, and then we are communicating and then encouraging. Make sure we show me my own kind of just because you want to talk. First of all, HR never can say you are not supposed to work between that hours, no. HR has he me who said before I mean I say have he made provision? Hold on, maybe say a question. Do you have to wait for your employee to come and say that I'm working for 14, 15 hours before you tell him that you're not supposed to work for 14 hours? If the person doesn't do it, who will do it?
Let me explain.
I have an explanation to this.
Well, please do. Okay.
And Dessy and Sammy in the media space, there's a
highly possibility that you work beyond more than
you cannot work exactly hours. 8 hours as it's supposed to be. Because so obanopa na say assignment wo baby ese nkotwa na assignment no omepon enyumre 5 I want to mean say obe 8 hours into corner.
So that's the nature of your job. That's the nature
of the job.
Okay.
But who adwuma bia there adwuma bia government work in some other places.
For instance,
a boss success here to storm.
Yeah.
A boss success here to storm. Where they are able to storm. But here they are running 247.
That is why, you see, I raise this question because I don't want us to personalize it. Because when it comes to Ghana, media house, they are here.
Baby,
endorse to say schools. endorsing to sell hospitals, endorsing to sell shops, and endorsing to sell banks. So Ignite Media or the media, well, you are media people, so you can talk much from your work ethics and your workplace, but I don't want us to limit our conversations to that, because if you go to, excuse my language, a bank like, let's say GCB, let me use the main cast, maybe born in Tamabon, then manager named very well say, oh, and they tell us to know has no, as at 3:30, now for 16 what them one.
You cannot leave and go.
Maybe I'm not done. Now Uncle for 16 what them one. Manager named say tell us to know what quickly. Manager will add on because they have to hurry up and serve all those people so that they can balance and they will all go home. What's it they make? And I say, am I telling lies?
But anyway,
maybe some question, am I telling lies?
No, but anyway,
but even with this,
yes,
but some make us say, am I telling lies?
You are not telling lies.
In a case where you think, say, you have limited cameramen, you should add on.
I know what. You are going back to the Ignite thing I'm talking about. Oba to say, your department ahodo.
Okay.
Obia should be asking or ye juma.
Okay.
Maybe if you work more than your hours, sir, you have every right
to talk about
it. And then you man na HR because HR no newsroom one yet in one TOB. And it will be violate right as a worker and to say we be cano. And I say be a third person be cano. HR will never know. But so who raise here na HR who HR will make sure say no, it's against the law. Or and HR says no, you're supposed to work for these hours. Then the next question you can say na me kwa wan be ye adwuma. HR catch and say we will sort that things out. This is working. Say me ye adwuma. If I'm supposed to work for 1 hour, now because of situation I have to work for 2 hours or 1 hour 30 minutes. I was say a communicating mami who wire my service at that particular time. No, I was saying working extra. A beer nipa was on no baby take over from me. If you are now cancel on a benya emergency, if you are benya accident, bibia happen won't to me ma. But the job has to be done, and only you be the superior or the manager over communicate to me. Nim say what time was also coffee. But when we went to me man because of the way the message situation. Sometimes companies who are what to say abrachile we are over hours. You take for that. Yeah. But when some managers and business owners, it's like because of say a Juman honum, now will be a pair Jumanti. Instead of you to work for 8 hours, that person is a person will working more than 10 hours with no mechanical bonuses, with no surplus, with no nothing. It feel like it's a time I remember person will pawn and now will be pawn. Oh yeah, nipa no se bia na dwuma na o ye no fi se mi gya dwuma menya ba bia wetimi dia memene mfe ba wo konye obi asebi wonim ne right no protecting the right o be cho say that labor laws
are they really working in Ghana?
It works.
Oh, really?
But the truth of the matter is say most workers are afraid.
They are afraid because you
yes, they are afraid.
But you see the other part of boundaries now percent made the counter here co-workers, right? Ebia unim say they be offer me and I offer
Dessy was sitting for you.
Offer nipa ba could be so maybe you're supposed to be the one at the bank today or something.
I can come home, maybe I
no go fit come I for do something until okay me yama. You see if it continues 1, 2, 3 times then now the person is stepping or overstepping some boundary now I want because the fact say me yama first time, second time does not mean say it should be now intentional. After they one out so out to me, won't say where they are going to ashada.
Into Dessy, somebody like this, how do you deal with somebody who keeps on violating your boundaries?
Oh, no, make can say and you that they are so catching.
Let the person know. Catcher no. Also your production. Oh, you host. Me a host. You belong to a production. I belong to a production. Maybe you have an emergency. I have to squeeze myself for today. Because this media job or every job is very stressful. The more I may accept your responsibility, you are stressing me more. I can sacrifice for a day, 1 or 2 times. But a man be your habit. So maybe who say your habitat. What I will do is say, the next time you ask for that favor, I will let you know. I will let you know. Say I can't because I have other things to do. Said the bear will say yes, I'm not doing it because sometimes we will feel say oh no Jawa Muatno is or you favor you know, you just trying
to. In a case where Ghana is a Juma where they say na manager be violate or boundaries, how do you even complain?
You will labor laws in this country.
If anything, labor law. No. At the end of the day, we deal with the pandemic. Juma never.
No, but I think labor laws, no, yeah, the too extreme.
Exactly.
No, so for the initial steps, no, ABR. Udi hon komo oni ni di hon komo until say dia
so one nya obey you the way
so when I make say until it escalates
yes, that threat now that's where you go to the labor law but to say I say you have HR and I say baby and I say people are
not violating post boundaries.
The manager.
I want to ask a question. Do you want to say that in your workplace, the way you are citing the example and everything,
this is a corporate,
you want to say, because if you don't take care, you will whet the appetite of people to wanting to come and work at Ignite Media. And when they come, they will be disappointed.
No, but
because at the end of the day, the fact that
nothing is perfect.
No, I mean, so that's why I don't want us to talk about because ABA will be so baby or not going through hell.
No, but the thing is that may mama Ignite Media. So my immediate references, you know,
charity begins at home.
But obviously, way ni experience no with the same Ignite Media now come was no might be different.
Shade, I mean, to say me again. To say last year. Time is so say me call leave no. I have to see my superior. Me call Sky ho. Na catching so me person me call leave. Sky can say yes, you are entitled to leave. But this time no. You see,
it's communication.
Communication. Me tinemu ye adwuma no. But say me call here no na Sky said no.
You can go.
You can go.
Come and say
yes, I can. I can go.
So I was just pulling their legs just so that they can come out well. Because trust me, I don't think if you want a place where you can work with or mental health intact, and like I say, Ignite Media, everything is so perfect, you know. Yes, it's Ignite Media. So I have some few pointers here for you how to set your boundaries. First of all, review your job description, check in with yourself, communicate before bad habits set in, maintain healthy work relationship, take time off and learn to say no. That is the most important. Sometimes learn to say no because one Timmy and can be where you born this month. Learn to say no. Hunter, learn to say no. Sure. Exactly. So
the bonyo face you will give you no the next time
you not come. It's that's no time that's what was friend mono bobai wa ofia winya me share me so no me that say uti abre na de share me dey e adwoa ahine wine productions mo boy me dey me dey bre mo nyina me da obi bia say ha ayo the butterfly show papa bia e ma wankasa wati abrabo ase makra obi bia me dey e dey adwoa ahine wine.